Hello? What's up, mamas and papas of the Film-Ratz? Welcome to my review of Garfield, the movie. Quick technical difficulty. Garfield was a movie, and I kind of liked it. So I took my little sister, little brother is 2 broken femurs right now, but he's getting around pretty okay. So brought him. This is Lucy's, one of my sister's #1 anticipated movie like ever. She says it's the best movie ever. She gave it a 6 out of 5 stars. We saw it on the shaking D-box seats at Cinemark. Please sponsor us, Cinemark. She really loved that. So that's her review. Gonna get that out of the way and get into mine, because I have a few more nitpicks. So this will be a spoiler-free review. I'm not gonna go too deep into anything. I'm just gonna explain the plot. But so Garfield is a cat. He's fat. We all know that. It's the classic Garfield lore. He loves lasagnas especially, and basically he gets kidnapped and has to have a heist with his dad that he doesn't like at all, and then they can connect a bit. So that's kind of as far as I'm going to go into the story. I might make a spoiler review, we'll see. I'm going to start doing more than one review, have a spoiler and a spoiler-free review. But so anyways, this was quite an enjoyable film. It's pretty familiar. It's a heist movie. It's not much of a Garfield movie. It doesn't feel like it. I think Chris Pratt does fine. It's not the voice I like. The voice from like the old 80s cartoons is what it is. Like, and John has a really high-pitched voice in this. I don't know why. So that's a little nitpick I've got. It has some pretty good animation, I've got to say. It's a little different. It's kind of they do a little bit of the Spider-Verse-y animation in it, which is fine. So whatever. There are some Looney Tunes gags type things, like, which I think were pretty fun. There's some really funny parts, I've got to say. So my positives there. There's a certain villain that has I'm a Minnesotian, and it's got a Minnesotian accent, or like Canadian. So she's all talking like, "Oh, you betcha, eh? I guess we're not gonna go down to the hoose, eh?" She's talking like that, which is fun. You didn't understand any of that. I'm no longer Minnesotian, sort of. I'm at heart. I can channel the accent, anytime. Oh, and I can do Canadian too. But I thought that was funny. I don't know. But yeah, some gags in it that are fun. My kind of mixed and negative product placement is terrible in this movie. Olive Garden, Heinz, freaking FedEx and UPS, I think, are both in it. And man, I know it's a smaller studio that was making it, but that always grinds on my gears a little. Product placement. So that's a little negative, I gotta point out. And it doesn't feel much like a Garfield movie. It's a heist movie with his dad, which we've never heard of in any comics or anything. So, it's fun for what that part is. So, like I said, animation's good, music's pretty good. They play Mission Impossible theme in it, they play Top Gun in it for some reason. The other stuff is okay. The direction is okay, cinematography's fine. There's some really heartfelt, meaningful moments in it, and that I think was, nice. And one thing is, I thought this movie ended 4 times. Like, I was like, oh, we're at the ending. They're ending it off. Oh no, they gotta go do one more thing. So there's like 4 endings to this movie, which, not quite a negative, but it grinds on your gears a little. Just because you're like, oh, what are we doing now? You know, because when the plot's fully done. And the heist part, actually, there's not much of it. It's all the build-up, which is pretty fun stuff. There's a certain character voiced by Ving Rhames, which he's a fun character. Then Samuel L. Jackson does his dad, and Chris Pratt is like, he's okay as Garfield. You know, he does the job, I guess. He sounds like Chris Pratt, that's the thing. I really like Chris Pratt as an actor. He's been in so much, though, that I just think he's kind of... He always plays himself, you know? He's gonna be Darth Vader next. Hi, I'm Chris Pratt. Pretty much. So, yeah, he's a good actor. Really like him as a person, but he peaked as Star-Lord pretty much, and Emmett in the Lego Movie. I haven't seen much from him that's made me, you know, too excited about him. Jurassic World is like, he's fine in the first one. Yeah, he's just in all the franchises now. Samuel L. Jackson does a good job with what he's given. He's kind of the tough cat, almost. Also, Snoop Dogg shows up as a cat at one point, so I don't know. Nicholas Hoult, I think, plays John. His voice is just way too high for me, but there are some really funny gags with John. I think that's kind of the funniest part of the movie, even though there's like none of him in it. So, yeah. Overall, I'm gonna give it about 72.3 out of 100. You know, it's a lot of fun. It's nothing that you're not gonna enjoy. There's just a lot of nitpicks in it that I have. So, it's fun. Slightly forgettable, almost. It is Garfield, though. I don't know how they're really gonna do a sequel to it with the whole dad thing. I don't know. He's just a part of the Garfield cinematic universe now, which is okay. So, it was fun. Really fun movie. Just had some stuff that was little nitpicky on it. So yeah. Goodbye. Alright, mommies and daddies.